Hey guys, welcome to our channel NIOS Simplified. I am Ruchita and today I will be explaining a little about the subject of data entry operations, the code which is 229, and it is for students studying in class 10 under the National Institute of Open Schooling or NIOS in short. So today I will not be explaining any concepts. What I plan to do is go over the syllabus bifurcation, the weightage according to the chapters, the question paper pattern, everything that is important that you need to know before you write your exam, or even better before you start studying. So I hope you stick with me till the end because I have included a learning plan for you. So stick around and let's get started. Okay, so in the first slide we have our syllabus bifurcation. Now if you ask me what syllabus bifurcation is, it is basically how the chapters are divided according to what category of exams that you are attempting. And that the thing about NIOS syllabus bifurcation is it is different from other boards. That is, it has a TMA section which is short for tutor marked assignment. So the TMA is basically like a project that they have in order for you to gain more marks. So the TMA has 40% of the total portion in your data entry operations. So the thing about TMA is that there will be no questions from these chapters in the public exam. So since it's 40% of the portion, there will be 3 chapters reserved for the TMA and the rest 6 are reserved for the public examination, which makes it a total of 9 chapters. So I would say that once you are done with your TMA, I would tell you to focus on the public examination chapters because questions from there will be asked, whereas the questions from the chapters of TMA will not be asked. So I hope you can manage your time accordingly. So that's it for the syllabus bifurcation. Let us move on to the next category. So now that's question paper design. So the thing about data entry which is different from other subjects is that it has 40 marks of theory in the public examination and the time is 2 hours instead of the usual 3. So if you have attempted exams before of NIOS, you would understand that there are 100 marks available for most of the subjects. So it is very new that it is 40 marks, and I hope you know that you have to time yourself according to the 2 hours instead of the usual 3 because well, they only give you 2 hours, and I hope you can practice enough and get your writing speed up to par so we can finish the paper in 2 hours. So let's go to the next slide. Okay, now this is quite important. Weightage to type of questions. So these are the type of questions that will be asked in the examinations. So objective type, which is MCQ. Now MCQ is short for multiple choice question. If you do not know what multiple choice question is, I will explain it to you. Multiple choice question is basically they give you a question and they have 4 options out of which one will be the answer. So you have to figure it out, and if you select the correct answer, you will get 1 mark. At least in this paper, you will be getting 1 mark. And there will be 7 questions like that. So if you get all of them right, which I hope you do, you will get 7 marks in total. So now objective type 2, we have questions for 1 marks and questions for 2 marks as well. So those will be under the categories of fill in the blanks, match the column, paragraph or case based questions, 1 word answers, and true or false. So hopefully you understand what all of these are. If you do not understand, I would, if you want me to make another video for it, please let me know. And let's move on to the next category of questions with that. Okay, so the next category will be very short answer questions, which are for 2 marks each. You have to remember that there will be 5 questions asked in the paper, which have 2 marks each, so there will be 10 marks in total if you get all of them correct. Now, the thing about very short answer is I want you to stick to the point. I hope you don't start explaining the concept fully, because it is only for 2 marks and 5 questions will be there. So I would ask you to time yourself, and I hope you will be able to manage that. Okay, now the next category is short answer questions. Now these questions will be there for 3 marks each, and there will be 2 questions. So if you get both of them correct, you will get 6 marks in total. And in here you can explain a little bit about the concept, but do not make it very long. I hope you stick to the point, use bullet points, and I hope you understand that the invigilators do not have time for a very long answer in for 3 marks. And even though it is 3 marks, I hope you understand that it is not a very long answer that they want. They want to understand if you know the concept and the keywords, which are really important. Okay, so the next category is the long answer questions. Okay, so for this, one question will have 4 marks each, but the thing about this long answer question is that there will only be one question for you. So make sure, so there will be choices, like maybe it will be question 1 or question 2. So you can, there most likely will be a choice. So make sure that you know which one to answer. And since this has 4 marks, so I would recommend that you start explaining the concept very well. You underline the keywords, the important words which are usually helpful, which get you marks, because the invigilators will be able to understand that you know the concept, and they wouldn't have to waste all their time checking and going through the paragraphs. So stick to the point here as well, but I hope you also know that the answer should not be one lined, unlike the very short answers, because these are for 4 marks. So I hope you have understood that. Okay, now this is a very important slide, weightage according to the content areas. So I basically want to tell you that this is according to the chapters. So, and the thing about this is they have only public examination chapters here. So I hope you have understood what I was talking about, the TMA and the public examination. If there are any doubts, you can ask me anytime. I will be replying to all of them. So let's see the chapters now. So lesson 1 is it has 9 marks of weightage, which means that questions, the total number of questions which will come from this chapter is worth of 9 marks. So if you go to lesson 4, it is 12 marks. Lesson 5 has 6 marks, lesson 7 has 1 mark, lesson 8 has 4, and lesson 9 has 8. So when you are studying, when you start studying or when you are revising, I hope you know that you need to categorize the chapters according to the weightage, and I hope that you figure out that lesson 4, which is formatting of documents, is the most important chapter which is available for your public examination. And I hope you spend time in lesson 4 rather than maybe spending time in lesson 7, where only 1 mark questions will probably be asked. So do plan your studies accordingly, plan your chapter wise revisions accordingly. So this is a very important category, and I will be uploading all these slides on YouTube as a link. So I hope that if you have not understood, you can either ask me, or you can also go through the PPT that I will upload, and I hope you understand what I mean. Okay, so the thing about NIOS examinations is it has three difficulty levels. So one will be easy, one will be average, and one will be difficult. So the easy questions will have 12 marks of worth, and the percentage of marks given will be 30%. The average questions, which are not too hard, not too easy, will have 20 marks, and they have 50% of your marks given. And the difficult ones, they have 8 marks of value, and they have 20% of the total marks that you will get. So I hope you have understood that. Okay, so the next slide is the question paper pattern. So I will not be displaying the question paper pattern, but I have included the link. So if you can click on the link, you will understand how the pattern is and how the teachers will be asking questions. So the day of the exam, when you go to your exam center and start looking through the question paper, nothing will be surprising for you because you have attempted questions like these. So make sure you familiarize yourself with the type of questions and the pattern, and I hope you time yourself accordingly. For 40 marks, I would say 2 hours again. So please do not set the timer for 3. It is 2 marks, and yeah, I hope you understand that. So if you have any doubts, please ask me. Again, I will respond to any questions which are related to this video. Okay, so now what is a learning plan? So a learning plan is something that I created to make sure that I spend very less time searching for unnecessary details, and I know which questions are important, which areas are important, what type of questions will be there, and I also want to make sure that everybody understands the concept that I am teaching. So explaining, not teaching. So the learning plan is basically some question papers, quizzes, or anything that is flashcards as well. The things which are important for the examination point of view, and from these I will be having questions for you. You must attempt all of these to make sure that you are thorough in the chapter. Make sure that you go over these quizzes, flashcards, and other notes that I will provide. So I hope you have understood that, and sticking to the learning plan will help you a lot, especially during exam time, because you will know what is important and what is not, so you will be able to time yourself accordingly. So that's it about for this video. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask, and I hope you have understood what I was trying to explain. And if you haven't understood, I can explain it to you again, no worries. And I just want to say thank you for sticking with me till the end. I hope this was useful for you, and if you are going to attempt the exam soon, I hope that you have understood this. I wish you all the very best for your exams, and let's see each other in the next video. Thank you. Bye.